that and also why the market is selling off a little bit here on Freaky Friday. Um, hint, it has to do with starts with a J. You'll understand soon. All I ask from you is that you give me a beautiful smile to send out those good vibes. Smishity smash that like button and let's get into it. So, Bank of Japan is planning to hike rates on the December 19th meeting. Bloomberg reports that some internal sources say that Bank of Japan is planning to do even more rate hikes in 2026. And as soon as this news came out, the crypto market, the stock market, they all started pulling back, right? And this is something that we anticipated that this is probably going to happen. That was the word on the street. They would start raising interest rates. That's part of why the market has been stuck over the past week or so. Stock market and crypto market, or crypto market even so, because it's higher, it's in more of the riskier zone. And so that's why we saw XRP drop under $2 once again. We saw Bitcoin drop under 90,000. We'll look at that in just a second. But it is a very interesting situation, and we'll see. We'll see if I remember back in 2018, it was maybe where we had the whole situation with Greece, and everybody was very on edge about what could potentially happen, and that flew over. Right? Yes, it was not the best for the world economy. Japan is a lot more significant than Greece for the world economy, but we'll see how this plays out. Okay, so currently XRP is sitting at $2.01. Like I said, it pulled under the trend line here, but has bounced back a little bit. So XRP dropped all the way to 196. Bitcoin dropped as well to 89,500. The support zone bounced off of that. Ethereum also close to 3,000, but was able to hold that. Stock market, you can see S&P 500 fell. Same kind of action. This is all on the news here. Where's the VIX, right? The VIX popped on the news, but we're still in 15.98, which is still okay. It's not that fearful, but we'll see how we play out going into next week. These things can change very fast over a weekend. Friday is tricky because of the expiration of option contracts. So it could even be that, by the time the market closes, it could be up more, down more. We don't know. Okay. Very tricky. And it seems that is affecting the crypto market. So XRP, Bitcoin, everything is kind of mimicking what's happening because the algos that trade the ETFs, it seems, are mimicking what's happening with the stock market. So that's why we're seeing this kind of price action today. Has nothing to do with the XRP and Ripple news, but the market is selling off right now. So it is what it is. But you can take advantage of these types of situations. We do have our exclusive partnership here with BYDFI. If you're interested, you can. It's a welcome deal that's happening for the next 11 days, and you can get these bonuses according to how much you deposit. You can see here, and you can go short, you can go long, whatever your heart desires. It helps out the channel. It supports the channel if you use my link, if you support. So I really appreciate it. Link is in the description down below, but please trade responsibly. Okay, it is an affiliate link, so thank you for that. If we go back and we go to the big news, so are you ready for the news, right? Before the news, I just want to remind you that this video is for educational purposes, for entertainment purposes only, not financial advice. Always do your own due diligence before you decide to invest. Also, remember that I will never contact you on social media asking to sign up to anything or send me anything. Those are scammers, those are imposters. I won't DM you. I won't befriend you. Be very careful out there. Okay? By the way, subscribe to the channel so you always get updates from me and you know what's happening and you don't miss out and you don't say, oh, I didn't see your video. No, it's in your subscription page. And you get a notification and you don't miss out. That's the most important thing. Okay, so huge news, right? And this is already Stuart's reaction, but huge news. Ripple just received conditional approval from the US OCC to charter Ripple National Trust Bank. This is a massive step forward, first for RLUSD, setting the highest standards for stablecoin compliance with both federal OCC and state New York DFS oversight. To the banking lobbyists, your competitive tactics are transparent, you're compliant with the crypto isn't playing by the same rules. But here, the crypto industry, directly under the OCC supervision and standards, prioritizing compliance, trust, and innovation to the benefit of consumers. What are you so afraid of? And Stewart here says, since the inception, Ripple was led with trust, compliance, and real utility, and we'll welcome setting the standard for how institutions engage with digital assets. We are among the first to receive conditional approval following the enactment of Genius, future-proofing Ripple's stablecoin business for the long term. And Eleanor just gives us the full scale here. So it's Ripple, Bitco, digital assets, Fidelity digital assets, Paxos, and Circle all got the same approval. And so this is a very, very interesting day for Ripple as the company, for RLUSD, for XRPL, right, for the network. And some might say, well, it doesn't really affect XRP directly. And yes, that's true. That might be why we're not seeing the price move that much. But long term, this could be a sentimental shift, first in how Ripple is perceived, how Ripple is approached, and what actually flows through XRPL, which in the long term will benefit XRP. But it's also the sentiment. And you can see here, I saw this tweet here from Stellar Expert. He says, I need to say this, okay? I have always liked XRP. I believed in the asset. I believed in the ledger. But I was skeptical about Ripple, about intentions, about directions, about whether they would truly align with long-term future of global finance instead of short-term optics. Today, that skepticism ends. Ripple receiving an OCC conditional approval to charter as a national trust bank changes everything. This is not marketing. This is not lobbying. This is the narrative crafting. This is submission to the highest level of regulatory oversight in the United States, federal oversight, state oversight, full accountability. You do not take this path unless you're serious. You do not invite this level of scrutiny unless you're building something meant to last decades. I admit it, so this is him, not me, right? He was wrong. And because of that, he can now wholeheartedly support Ripple with conviction. Not just XRP is the asset, but Ripple, the institution. This is what maturity looks like, legitimacy looks like, and this is what the future of crypto actually looks like. Respect where it is due. This is changing people's minds. This is changing people how they are interacting with Ripple, how they are thinking about XRP. Okay, and this is a totally different phase that now Ripple enters. Of course, they have changed a lot about the company. They changed a lot about what's going on. There was news this morning about, 1 second, I have to bring it up. Here it is. This was supposed to be the big news, right? Big news before the announcement, right? But big news, Amina Bank, right, is the first European bank to go live with Ripple payments. This partnership provides a crucial compliant bridge between the traditional fiat and blockchain rails, solving a major friction point for crypto native clients who need efficient cross-border transactions. This is the next step in expanding our relationship with Amina Bank, building on their earlier adoption of RLUSD. Our commitment to delivering secure, compliant, and resilient digital assets technology continues to advance the wider adoption of crypto in Europe and beyond. And Reese, the senior executive officer of Middle East and Africa, tweets out the first of many. Right. And so again, this approval for the bank charter and everything that's going on and all the new companies that they have acquired and the product that they could potentially be offering soon. This is very, very bright future here for Ripple. And we'll see how this benefits XRP in the long term. Will Ripple do anything extra with XRP, meaning maybe they will grow their XRP maybe position and not just have the escrow that is coming out every single month and their other position. And so this will be very interesting to see how the markets react to this, not just today, but long term, right? And how many more new partnerships do we hear that are coming from Ripple? So this is very, very interesting. And again, the price action, it's a dud because of what's happening in Japan. There's not a lot of liquidity coming in. There's not a lot of buying coming in. A lot of people are checked out on the crypto market. So, if this was maybe 2-3 months ago, this kind of news might have given us a nice movement. But today it's holding XRP, right? So XRP is down only 1%, whereas Ethereum is down 5% on this news, and Algorand is down 5%, and HBAR is down almost 5%, and XRP is only down 1%. So you could say maybe that's because of this news. It's holding a little bit better. So again, short term, I don't know what's going to happen day to day. Um, but long term, there's a lot to be positive about. Again, if you're interested, we have our partnership with BYDFI. You go to my website and you scroll down here. Link is in the description down below. You go to BYDFI. We also have other partners, BTCC, Bitunix, Blowfin. If you're interested in supporting the channel with any of those others, if you haven't, if you want sign up already in one of these and you want to sign up with the other, you can do that as well. Again, they are affiliate links, so I will get a commission. Don't forget to smash the like button, subscribe to the channel. Thank you for watching, and I hope to see you next time.